a policy of no victor, no vanquished was established, but it remained for this to be put into practice in real terms. The Igbos, as I saw them on my return, would seem to suffer some disabilities still. In fact, those disabilities they see as punishment, continued punishment for participating in the war. And in a country where we're all striving to forget the past and move forward to a brighter future, this constant reminder, this constant punishment, this constant reproach inhibited the Igbo through participation in Nigerian body politic. They would like to feel that in Nigeria they could aspire to any position. They would like to feel that there are no limitations to their contributive capacity in Nigeria. They would like to feel that they could be appreciated fully in Nigeria. They would like to feel that they could be honored in Nigeria for their contribution. In short, the Igbo would like to feel that one day an Igbo could become president of the federal.
And when we are saying we want to be free, it is not only Biafra that is going to be free this year. A lot of nations will break. Nigeria is going to break into pieces. And we, the Biafra people, are going to make it possible. I am telling you now, it is not a hidden thing. It is going to happen this year. Those of you who are planning to have election in 2023, which is next month, you are going to fail. We will disappoint you and you will disappoint yourself.
The look on the faces of shop owners and bystanders was that of grim and total dismay. It was a raging fire which began in the middle of the night. The damage was much, shops were razed to the ground, and traders left with only the charred remains of their goods and buildings. Livelihoods lost, and many hopes shattered overnight.
This is my shop here. Look at my shop here. You can see everything here. Look at my goods here. For example, I labor for how many years? Then waste it under a seconds. Look at it here. Eh? If Igbo people will go, they cannot live here with them. They cannot live here with Igbo people. We're all together. Say one Nigeria, one Nigeria. What's the meaning of one Nigeria? They're talking about one Nigeria. But don't one Nigeria. Look at what they're doing to us here now. Destroy everything we have for how many years? What has happened for how many years? They destroy it.
It's a well-planned attack. It's not an accident. It's not an accident. It's a well-planned attack. So we want the government to come to our aid to investigate and unravel the mystery behind this. Because last week, they intentionally came. There were 7 with Kerugbe.
Lightning speed, with little or no resistance, from the 300,000 U.S. trained and heavily equipped Afghan forces. U.S. general could not believe an army could crumble at that rate.
I did not, nor did anyone else, see a collapse of an army that size in 11 days. There'll be many postmortems on this topic, but right now is not that time.
It is believed the Afghan soldiers, though diehards, had unquenchable allegiance to jihadist ideologies practiced by Taliban. There were Afghan soldiers by day, Taliban at heart, and Taliban at night. A situation some suggest currently exists in Nigeria too. So Afghanistan was simply handed over to the mullahs to govern, based on their shared jihadist ideological leaning. The south and middle belt of Nigeria should wake up with urgency. The Afghan situation is cooking fast in Nigeria today. Afghanistan is #1 on global terrorist list. Nigeria is #3, second to Iran.
The Nigeria Ministry of Foreign Affairs on Tuesday summoned the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria, Lena Filbananian, over Simon Ekpa's latest remarks to obstruct the 2023 general election in southeast Nigeria. The ministry, who spoke through its representative, Zubairu Dada, called on the Finnish ambassador to stop Ekpa from inciting violence in Nigeria from Finland with regards to the upcoming general elections. In the statement, which read in part, Dada said, "We have had some time to ensure that we arrest the situation, but it appears the situation is getting out of hand, and we are saying enough is enough. We should let you know, in very strong terms, that it is high time you really back Nigeria with the quest that something is done immediately because it threatens the forthcoming elections." Zubairu Dada further stated that the threat that Simon Ekpa posed toward the upcoming election is very high due to the large number of supporters he commands in Nigeria. This, in essence, is why we thought it was important for us to have the discussion with you so as to let you know our concerns and the displeasure of the governments of Nigeria and the people of Nigeria on this very unhealthy development. While alluding to the fears and concern raised by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Nigeria against activities of Simon Ekpa, the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria said, "This is an issue we have been discussing. We share the concerns, we have discussed the matter, and as I mentioned, our law enforcement agencies are in touch and are cooperating. Also, is a double citizen as far as I know of Nigeria and Finland, and is therefore, as you rightly said, protected and safe and sound in his home in Finland. But we have to take his rights into consideration as well. So everything has to obviously be done according to Finnish legislation, which has very strong protections for freedom of speech."
Who don't understand our mission unless they are in the spirit. For mortals to understand what we have come to do, they have to align their will with that of heaven. That is why this very morning, as always, and in keeping with everything that we hold very dear, we come forth to proclaim the goodness of the Most High, to also ensure that Biafra is restored. That is a very simple mission. It's not complicated. Go and bring Biafra. They never said go and become a freedom fighter. They never said go and be conducting rally every year. It never said go and become popular or famous. They never said we should come to do what others have done. Okike said, pave the way. I have paved the way. I will command all the angels of heaven to make sure that IPOB is given enough protection to ensure that this my kingdom comes as it is here in heaven. That is our mission. That is our commission. That is our instruction. And we must execute it. We are truthful people. We are honest. We are sincere. We don't prevaricate. We don't retreat. We don't surrender, as our enemies have just recently discovered. They can keep lying. I told the zoo, if you're a journalist and you're worth your salt, because I did not give them money, they don't want to write the truth. You will eventually speak the truth. We will force journalism in the zoo to change. To be truthful and bold, to speak the truth. The same way, by the time we finish, no idiot can open his or her mouth and say I'm from Niger Delta, because the name doesn't exist. We are winning on that one already. People are coming to their senses now. No more Niger Delta. People are telling us where they come from. That is better. By the time we finish with the vagabonds called journalists in the zoo, they will begin to report the truth. They will begin to hold office holders to account. They will become more incisive. They will become more investigative. They will become more assertive. they will push for the truth. The reason why people are suffering is because there is no truth. People believe in lies. And when you're lying, you're doing so brazenly. Radio Biafra will drive away all these demons. If you're an IPOB and you're used to lying, you're an IPOB, you don't know what you're in Atwasi, your days are numbered. I hate liars. I can't stand them. I cannot stand them. Go and search your conscience. You have to be of good conduct that you could get them. Everything in life works in perfect alignment with the will of nature. You cannot be a liar and a thief and a kidnapper and you want Biafra to come. You are dreaming. If you're a liar, you're a thief, you're a kidnapper, you are somebody working with our Fulani as a saboteur and informant. You want Biafra to come. You are making a mockery. You are a hypocrite. And Chukwu Ukike Abiyama can never ever listen to hypocrites. There is something you need to know. These are the things you need to bear in mind. These are the things you need to be conscious of. If you are of bad conduct, go and change. For you to remain in IPOB, we want people that when parents see them, when they see the way you behave, parents will send their children. Come on, that is what we want to do. That's exactly what we want to do. Not to raise a group of people who are ill-behaved. People that have no respect for their elders. People who have no respect for their mothers and their fathers. People who have no respect for their seniors. People who have no regard for the betterment of the environment and society they're growing up in. We need model citizens. I am not waiting until we get into Biafra. Beginning to behave now like Biafrans. And our behavior is not like that of the baboons and monkeys in the zoo. We are different. And we need to show it. Ezioku is key. Truthfulness is key. If you pick something on the road that doesn't belong to you, you give it to who it belongs to. Do you want Biafra? I ask you. Do you believe in this gospel we are preaching? I am telling you exactly what Chukwukika Abiyama said must be preached. If you want me to bring down my kingdom from heaven to this earth, the conditions has to be right. That is why I did not give you Biafra between 67 and 70. Because you were sinful. Because you were idol worshippers. Anything I tell you is correct. Men are
Nigeria, on a daily basis, witness the impunity which is so-called Fulani herdsmen extremists who shared ethnic and religious identity with President Buhari and the Fulani elite, which now dominates all key institutions in Nigeria.
To open an investigation specifically into the wide-scale and systematic killing of the civilian population, and most notably targeting the indigenous people of Biafra.
Clear that now we've put the Biafran issue on the radar screen of the government, of the Biden administration, of Congress.
Ongoing and wide-scale systematic killing of the